Wanted to make this video for anyone who wants to better understand and control their finances, is new to budgeting, and new to using Excel. Setting up a budget is important for a number of reasons. First, it's going to give you a better understanding of your financial position. You'll have a better feel for your income and expenses and how they compare with each other. And this is going to lead to you having more control over your spending habits. Having a structured view of how you're allocating your finances can allow you to do a lot of things. You'll be able to better identify areas where you can cut back if, for example, you want to save more of your income. And then third point here is that it will help you lay out a roadmap to any financial goals you might have. Maybe you're saving for a vacation, maybe a new car. But laying out your income and expenses can help you achieve all of this, and Excel is the perfect tool to help you do that. It doesn't have to be difficult, so I want to show you how quick and easy it is to do all of this and take more control over your finances. So let's jump into it. So in this tutorial, we're going to start from scratch. When you open up a blank Excel file, it's going to look like this. And I'm going to zoom in here. You don't have to do this. I'm just going to do it for the people watching to make it a little easier to see. And if you're following along with me, the first thing we want to do is start listing the income that we receive every month. So I'm just going to click here in cell B2. So we know that from column B, row 2. And we're just going to give this a title. So we're going to say monthly income and then enter. And what I'm going to do just to give it a little bit better look is click and hold and drag over to cell C2. We're going to come here to merge and center, and then we're going to give that a bold font. Okay, and now here we want to start listing all of our sources of income. So if you're employed, what you can do is type job and then click tab on your keyboard. And for this example, I'm going to assume $4,000 a month and then enter. And let's assume that maybe you're working a second job. So we can type job 2. You can label these however you want. And I'm going to tab over. And again, for this example, I'm going to assume $1,000 and then enter. And if you have more sources of income, again, you can list them as you see fit. But here, I'm just going to assume those are our only two sources of income. And then I'm going to type total and then tab. And we want to add these two together. And what I want to do is just make this look a little better. I'm going to click in this cell and come up here, and we're just going to add an underline to separate the sources of income to the total. And what we could do is type 5,000 because we know 4,000 plus 1,000 gives us 5,000. And we can type it in manually like that. But we don't want to do that. We want to get used to using Excel's functions so it makes things easy for us as we make updates to our budget. Let's assume for a second that you cut your hours in half at your other job and that you're only making $500 a month instead of 1,000. If you'll notice, this number doesn't change. And one of the beautiful things about Excel is we can make it so that it updates these numbers as we make changes. So I'm just going to put 1,000 back, and I'm going to delete this out. And we want, again, to use Excel to our advantage. So we want Excel to add these two numbers up for us instead of us typing it in manually. What we're going to do here is we're going to type equals and then sum. And you'll notice this list pulls up here. You can either double click here or you can just click tab on your keyboard like this. And we're just going to click and drag to highlight both of these sources of income. And then we're going to close our brackets and hit enter. Now what you'll notice is that anytime we make updates to these numbers, it's going to automatically recalculate this for us. So you can play around with this if you want. Maybe you get a raise at your primary job and you keep your hours the same, but it's going to always update that total for us. So again, very easy to do, not too complicated, but we want to start listing all of our income that we receive every month, get an idea of what that is. And in the next video, what we'll do is do the same thing, but we're just going to do monthly expenses. So hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments and I'll do my best to get back to you. Thanks so much for watching.